Guys, Mike here, Head Trader True Trading Group, and October 26th, finally a good day for me. I have had a rough week and a half. I just could not have seemed to really get anything going. I had a bunch of red days mixed in there, and I just, even the days that I was green, it was small green, and I was kind of like up and down and up and down. I really just couldn't seem to get anything going. So I made some adjustments, as you may know from some of the previous videos that I posted, that I hope you guys had a chance to watch. But today, a nice day for me. Long the TVIX in the morning. I had a very clear and specific game plan coming into the day, and I really just got laser focused today. And that's kind of what my lesson is about today, is about laser focus, because coming into the day, I had a very specific game plan with what I thought the SPY and the overall market was going to do. Off of that idea and that concept, I decided that I came up with a game plan to trade the TVIX long. And I said to myself this morning, and I even told all of our members in our pre-market game plan when I go over my watch list and my game plan for the day, that I said, guys, I'm not even looking at an individual stock in the morning. I have a very clear game plan with what I think the market's going to do. I'm going to focus on it. I'm not going to watch anything else. I don't care what small cap stock is running 1,000% in the morning, gets halted 18 times. Don't care. Okay, that was the mindset that I was in this morning, because I had to get back on track. Okay, I was in like a week and a half funk, and I just had to cancel out any noise, come up with a game plan, stick to it, focus on it, and not get distracted by anything else. So this morning in our pre-market game plan in chat, that's what I said to all of our members. Oh, guys, I'm not watching a single stock. I'm just focusing on the SPY, and I'm focusing on the TVIX, and I'm going to go after it. So let's get to the chart. Let's get to my trade. I'll tell you guys kind of what it was that I was looking at, what my game plan was, what my analysis was. And the first thing that I noticed actually had to do with the TVIX, and it was this morning. Actually, let's okay, I just added pre-market data and after-market data to my chart so you guys can see what I was seeing in the morning. So in the morning, I noticed that yesterday's high, okay, was, this isn't showing us aftermarket yesterday. Why is it not showing me aftermarket yesterday? All right, well, anyway, there's some aftermarket set that I wanted to show you too. With aftermarket, the TVIX shot up yesterday and actually found resistance up at this 54 level aftermarket yesterday. Not sure why my chart's not showing that right now. It's just showing us pre-market data, not aftermarket data yesterday. But yesterday, it ran up and tested this level. So here's yesterday's high on the TVIX. And yesterday aftermarket, when Amazon and Google kind of missed earnings, and they sold off, it took the market down with them, and then right away the TVIX shot back up and it found resistance again at 54. So then this morning we gap actually above that level with the overall markets gapping down. The TVIX pushes higher real early in the morning and then pulls itself all the way back in right before the market opens and finds support at that $54 level. So right there I say to myself, okay guys, I'm looking for $54 to hold on the TVIX, and I had a very specific game plan with the SPY and what I thought the overall markets were going to do. Let's get to the overall markets. Pre-market now, this is what I'm looking at. Pre-market, I'm looking at yesterday's low right here on the SPY, and I'm saying here's some resistance right here, very early pre-market, and then as we got closer to the open, you can see again resistance at yesterday's low. So now I'm saying to myself, okay, we're gapping below yesterday's low. I've got resistance here on the SPY. I've got support at 54 on the TVIX. I'm going to look to get long the TVIX in that $55 area if that starts to hold. If the SPY can't get back above yesterday's low, I think it's going to roll itself over. I think we're going to break below Wednesday's low, and we're going to continue to the downside. Guys, eventually I think the SPY is going to get down to that 255 to 260 area. Until we get down there, my mindset remains bearish. I do still think we go lower. Today was a a big nasty doji was put in on the daily chart on the SPY, and I do think we get down to that 255 to 260 level, and I'm going to trade and come up, and my game plans will be based on that accordingly, and I will look to position myself to profit from that move. But let's get back to this trade. So you see that resistance level that we had right here, okay, pre-market. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the line there, but I'm going to get rid of pre-market data. Just kind of clean the chart up a little bit. Okay, so now we can clean the chart up a little bit. So here's pre-market low. Here's yesterday's low, sorry. Okay, now we open up. Okay, right away we push down. We find support at Wednesday's low, which I thought, that was kind of expected because we had this little gap in here between yesterday's low and Wednesday's low, this little gap in here, and that's right where we were. So we find support there, and we push back up, and we try to get back above this level and get up through yesterday's low. And right here is where I got long tier 1, the TVIX. Right there. I'll take it to my trade announcements on the day. Here we are at 9:38 a.m. Long tier 1 TVIX, 55.25. Stop loss was that $54 area that we just spoke about was an area of support. So there's my tier 1 entry at 55.25. Let's go back to the chart. Okay, I'm not going to delete that line. So we're trying to push through yesterday's low. We get denied right there. Right there, you see that little denial where we just got rejected at yesterday's low. Right there on this candle on the SPY, right there is where I added max position on the TVIX trade. And then we got a trade line VWAP crossover on the SPY, and it sent us falling. Okay, right here is your trade line VWAP crossover. You can see right here, this gold line is the trade line. This orange line is VWAP. As soon as you got it crossed over and below VWAP, that caused all of our markets to just push right through the low of the day, right through Wednesday's low, and we sold off down to new lows down to towards like 11 a.m. We got all the way down to a low on the SPY of 262.29. Okay, that sent the TVIX. Let's go to the TVIX chart. Okay, here is my tier 1 entry on the TVIX. Here is my tier 2 entry on the TVIX, and you can see we call it like a real nice like 4.5 point move on the TVIX. Okay, back to my trade announcements. You could see I took some profit off at 57.90. Then I sold the bulk of my position on that TVIX at 59. The high of the day is just under 60. Okay, high of the day is 59.90. Okay, I sold the bulk of my position right there is where I sold the bulk of my position on the TVIX, and it was just a really nice trade. Actually, I think it was actually back here, I think is when I sold. Let me check the time on that. Yeah, 10:08. Yeah, it was right there. So right there is where I sold the bulk of my position, guys, at 59. All right, it was a really nice little trade there on the TVIX, and I needed it. I needed it. I was having a rough week and a half. Was starting to give back my profits from earlier in the month, and I just had to stay focused today. There was a lot of volatility can kind of sometimes create a lot of noise in the markets, and it can kind of get you flustered and kind of get you overwhelmed. And that's why I decided today that I was going to just cancel out all the other noise. I had a very specific game plan. I'm going to focus on that and only that. I don't care what other stocks are doing. I just need to kind of put the blinders on and focus in on what it is that I'm looking at and go to town. And it was a really nice trade. I was in max size, caught about a 4-point move. It was a nice little trade. Okay. News. I am leaving tomorrow to go out to Dubai for the week. I will still be trading out there. It's one of the beauties of being a trader. As long as I have internet, I can trade from anywhere around the world. So it's one of the perks of being a trader. It's one of the things that's great about what it is that we do. The last couple times that I've been in Dubai, I've traded very, very well. I don't know why. It's like a joke with all of our members in chat at True Trading Group that whenever like someone is having like a rough day or a rough patch, they always say, Mike, you going to Dubai anytime soon? Because every time that I go out there, I don't know why, but I've traded very, very well. And I've had some pretty big weeks when I've been out there. So I'm hoping that today is kind of a precursor to hopefully what is another good week out there. And I can kind of turn this little funk. Like I said, I've been in a funk like a week and a half. So hopefully ending the week on a high note really feels good, and gives me some momentum that I can take with me into next week. And hopefully I have a nice week trading in Dubai. I'll still be making videos. I'll still be in chat with all of our members, trading and doing what it is that I love, just from halfway around the world. All right. So good stuff, guys. Have a great weekend. I'll see you all Monday. And next time we talk, it'll be from literally halfway around the world. Take it easy, guys. Have a good weekend.